Assalamu alaikum boys and girls, how are you all? I hope you all are doing good. So in today's video, we are going to talk about Ashra Mubashra, or the 10 lucky Sahaba or companions of Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam who got the good news of heaven in this world. And in this video, we'll talk about Hazrat Zubair bin Awam, Hazrat Abdul Rahman bin Auf, and Hazrat Saad bin Abi Waqas. So let's get started. Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim, in the name of Allah, the Beneficent, the Merciful. So first off, we'll talk about Hazrat Zubair bin Awam. Hazrat Zubair was related to Prophet ﷺ in two ways. First, he was his cousin, son of his paternal aunt or Pupo, and he was also the nephew of Sayyidah Khadija. Hazrat Zubair accepted Islam in a young age. He was tall and very strong and brave. He fought in many battles. Prophet ﷺ said about him that every Nabi or every Prophet has a Hawari or a helper, and my Hawari is Zubair. Hazrat Zubair held the flag of Islam in many battles. He was a son-in-law of Hazrat Abu Bakr Siddiq. Hazrat Abdul Rahman bin Auf. Hazrat Abdul Rahman was among the first few people who accepted Islam. He migrated two times, one to Habsha or Ethiopia and then to Medina. He was a great trader and very rich. He gave a lot of money in the way of Allah. He took part in the battles and fought very bravely. He was very close to Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. After the death of Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, he gave away one of his gardens to the wives of Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. He also gave a big amount of his money to the Sahaba who took part in the Battle of Badr. He died in the caliphate of Hazrat Usman. Hazrat Saad bin Abi Waqqas. Hazrat Saad was fourth or fifth person who accepted Islam. So you know that Hazrat Khadija was the first adult lady who accepted Islam. Then it was Hazrat Abu Bakr Siddiq who was the first adult man who accepted Islam. Then in children, Hazrat Ali was the first one to accept Islam. And then in slaves, Hazrat Zaid bin Haris was the first one to accept Islam. So Hazrat Saad bin Abi Waqqas was like fourth or fifth person to accept Islam, and he was the uncle or mamu of Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Hazrat Saad was very brave. He took part in many battles even after the death of Prophet ﷺ. In the Battle of Uhud, he was among the few Sahaba who stayed back and protected Rasulullah. He was a leader of Islamic army who fought against Iran, which was a very powerful country at that time. Muslims defeated them in his leadership. He died in the village near Medina at the age of 78. So that, guys, was a video about Ashra Mubashara. Inshallah, next week I'll be posting the last video in this regard, the last two Sahaba who are included in this group. And I hope you guys learned something. Share it with your family and friends, and I'll inshallah see you in the next one. Till then, fi amanillah.